Hi Aquarius, welcome to your mid-March 2020 General Tarot Update. It's Raina here. The first thing that came into my mind was staying above the fray. Isn't that funny that you get 3 nights? And I wish I had that book that tells you like what 1 night in a reading means, 2 nights, 3 nights. But in any case, to me, you know, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the soldier, if you will, of the working man, for the working man, the person soldiering on and doing what they need to do to just take care of their material concerns and just do it in a very methodical, or well, not methodical, but just the continuity of it and the doing it day after day, not trying to get rich quick, like overnight, but just doing the hard work that it takes, and the commitment that it takes. And this is the central theme of the reading. So, you know, the Knight is supposed to represent men that are under, I don't know if you'd say 40 or 35, younger, on the younger end. But to me, because I think Knights connect with the element of fire, to me it's that element of passion which we associate with younger people. And so I don't think it has an age. I think you can still maintain that if you have a certain type of mentality, that you're willing to kind of like be youthful in spirit no matter what your chronological age is. So I'm not going to look at it from that perspective. Sometimes this can mean some sort of immaturity. However, the Knight of Pentacles is anything but immature. They're very dutiful. And so that's why I said staying above the fray, because I have here in the past position the 5 of Wands, which may indicate drama around you. So, and this can be in any area of life. If it's in the workplace, other people that want to, you know, maybe there's a lot of competition, but also a lot of drama as a result, and you're just like doing the work and just showing up and doing the work, and not allowing them. And that's a lot of times that's the kind of advice that you get when you're in a situation where there's that kind of toxic environment. It's like, you know what, stay above the fray. Don't get involved in office politics and just do your job. And, you know, you're not here to compete with anybody. You're just here to do your job. And let them fight it out. Let them have their egos jockeying for position, jockeying for power. You don't have to, you know, get in the mud with other people. And the higher message is the Knight of Wands. And what I think about with this card is that you're a knight for hire. In other words, this popped into my mind because one time I read an article about, or I don't know, maybe it was one of those new age or spiritual teachers, that when you're working for somebody, you're actually working for yourself. You know, we have such a, you know, when we work for somebody else, we're conditioned to believe, oh, you know, that we are these lowly workers, when actually we're giving of our services. We're allowing those people to hire us. It's not that they're doing us a favor, we're doing them a favor. Or we're both we're both profiting off of each other. It's not one person is should be just like groveling for something. Excuse me. So the reason that this is even important is because if you're in this place, Aquarius, where you're just there for a paycheck, and you don't really have a passion for what you do, you can still strive for excellence, and you can still have a goal. And that's how I see the Knight of Pentacles, that this person has a financial goal. And they may say to themselves, okay, I can't do this forever, but I can do it for 9 months, or I can do it for a year. I can stick it out. I can do what I need to do, and then I'm going to move on. I'm going to save my money. I'm not going to go out. I'm going to, for 6 months, I'm just going to I'm going to eat, sleep, and breathe work. You know what I mean? And I'm just going to do it until I don't have to do it. And that is a commitment that you can make to yourself and not feel this sense of powerlessness, because the Knight of Wands to me is a card of somebody who is free, and it's double fire energy. Fire is all about being an individual, and therefore that sense of autonomy is definitely something I connect with. The Wands. What crosses you is the Page of Swords. I would say that this card in this context may mean that you don't want to get caught up with other people's mind games, because the Page of Swords in the upright position, or reading it in the more positive position, can be just being aware of everything that is going on, taking note of it, watching your back in that sense. In the challenge position, it's more paranoid. And this can come about because other people may be planting ideas, maybe even doing things that create a lot of suspicion, but you have to override that so that you don't get caught up in it, because otherwise it'll make you crazy. And then you won't be able to be like the Knight of Pentacles, and you won't be able to just kind of function as efficiently as you need to in order to get out of the situation. Because the way I see these cards is that there's some kind of conflict here that isn't necessarily something that you can do anything about. It might just be the culture of the environment that you're in. Excuse me. It might just be that the environment is just very toxic. And you may intellectually know this, but there is still a part of you, and this is kind of one of those quirky things about Aquarius, is that your sign and the house that you rule is all about the collective, the group experience. And it's safe to call an Aquarian a collectivist, where you believe that we're all in this together, we're all part of, it's not just about me, it's about us. Hey, that's a political slogan. But the thing is that Aquarius wants to stand out from others, doesn't want to conform. So it's like you have this ideal about groups, and yet you don't want anything to do with just conforming to the other people's consensus. And it's not like, I wouldn't call it egotistical. I just think that it's part of wanting to be unique. In a way, it's, your opposite sign, Leo, is much more of a show-offy type of sign that is like, look at me, I've got these talents, blah, blah, blah. But you're more, to me, understated in that sense. Even if you have blue hair and a bunch of tats, you're not just like, look at me, kind of an attention whore or anything like that. But you still want, it's like kind of like an impulse or a reflex that you want to be an individual. So you may, that's why I'm saying, ironically, you may have a lot of problems with groups to begin with, because it may be hard for you to appreciate being part of it. You may like the idea of it, but the actual execution of it may be less desirable. Excuse me. What's coming in is represented by the Seven of Wands. Yes, you may feel that that people are against you. Now, the thing is, this is very interesting because you may be a lightning rod to draw criticism to you simply for being like the Knight of Pentacles, for staying above the fray. This may cause certain other people to be angry because you're not willing to get down in that mud with everybody else. Don't allow their intimidation tactics to influence you into becoming one of them. That's not something that you're meant to do, especially if you can see the writing is on the wall and you don't like what you see around you. There's no point for being no point to being accepted. Even if it draws ire from other people, you have to stick to your guns. And this means, when appropriate, standing up for yourself, not allowing anybody to bully you, to kind of try to, keep you down. The outcome is Knight of Swords. So here we have that third knight in the reading. And this is, Knight of Swords is about, speaking your piece, being who you are. This can also be like a quick exit. And that can come about if you really feel like they're bearing down upon you and it becomes too stressful to deal with. It's one thing to have conflict as represented by the Five of Wands, but if you start to feel that people are picking on you, not leaving you alone, you may just like kind of get out of there right away, because you may have had the intention of doing like the Knight of Pentacles, but they're not going to let you. Another possibility is that the last two cards, that you're going to fight back, that you're not going to sit there and take it. Again, it all depends on what your game plan is. If you have this plan that you want to just save up money or something like that, then the best thing you could possibly do is not to take the bait. If they are trying to get you into kind of a negative state of consciousness, don't let them. Don't fall for the okie doke, because they may be deliberately doing this knowing full and well that it will make you feel like you dread coming in every day. I mean, it could be that bad. So you have to decide exactly how you're going to play this, Aquarius. But I have faith in you, because I feel like you are capable, even under great pressure, to kind of remain detached. Okay, that's what I have for you, Aquarius. If you would like a personal reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.